The RailDriver Desktop Train Cab Controller. I wanted this to play Train Simulator 2020, and I kind of put it on my Christmas list, and my lovely wife bought it for me for Christmas. From what I understand, this controller can be used for most all train simulation programs, but I primarily want to use it for 2020. I do use Trains A New Era, but I mostly run the trains automatically or with cab control in that program, so I probably won't use it much for that, maybe in the future. I found the best price for this on walthers.com. You might check them out if you're looking for one. It was cheaper than eBay even. Opening up the box, on the top is a bumper sticker for RailDriver warning this vehicle stops at all simulated railroad crossings. Also in the top of the box are the RailDriver default legend strips. You cut the strips along the horizontal lines and then trim the ends. The full strip will fit into the molded channel under the RailDriver removable front panel. You can download an editable and printable version of this page from RailDriver.com. These are the labels for the controls and function keys. These include the reverser, the throttle, and the brake, and etc. In addition to the label sheets and game button identification strips, the package also contains a small brochure for the manufacturer of this item of all the other controllers that they make. PI Engineering makes this device, and they also looks like they make a bunch of other industrial control devices, custom made looks like. Also included in the package is a product manual for the desktop train cab controller. The product manual covers what comes in the box and is also a guide in placing the stickers on the controller itself. This is the power supply and its cable for the controller. I really found you don't really need to hook this up. It seems to get enough power off of the USB port. Maybe if you're running external speakers, but I wasn't even really able to get the speakers working. And now we pull out the RailDriver control unit. This baby's got some pretty good weight to it. It has a good heavy-duty feel. I'll have to say that I'm impressed with the fit and finish of the controller. It is really a nice looking unit. Here's a better view of the unit, and I'll give you a little view of all the different sides of it and all. Again, very nice construction. It's very heavy, and I'm impressed. Looks like a really nice built piece of electronics. Using the product manual as your guide, you peel off the stickers and place them in their proper spots on the controller. Just make sure you get it straight and put it in the little grooves that they supply to you to put them in. You remove the wiper and light switch caps for labeling by inserting a thin blade screwdriver into the slot on the side of the switch, and then you carefully pry it up until the switch cap pops off. Again, using your product manual as a guide, you peel off the sticker and peel out the middle piece that opens the hole up, and then you stick the sticker on and pop the cap back into place. The top switch is the lights and the bottom switch is for the wipers. I always try to be pretty careful about getting it in the right spot because it's tough to pull it up again if you get it wrong. Pop the cap back on and repeat with the wiper switch below it. Using the manual as your guide, place the rest of the labels on the other buttons and switches on the controller. Placing those stickers in the right spot and getting them correct is a pain in the butt, but it does make it really look very nice when they're all stuck on there. Here's a view with all the stickers attached. This printed hardstock is the default legend strips. You cut the strips along the horizontal lines and trim the ends, and then fit the strip into the molded channel under the RailDrive removable front panel. The legend strip for Train Simulator 2020 is in black and at the very top. I usually cut them out by cutting around the strip and then come back in and progressively trim it closer in. Makes it easier to get a cleaner cut that way. Once you get the strip trimmed, you cut it in two, and then you can insert it into the channels. Here's a shot of the strips inserted. The little panel isn't too hard to get off. You just get your fingers under the bottom of it and pry up, and it'll pop right off, and then you get them in there and it'll pop right back on. Alright, well, I got this thing set up and calibrated in and hooked up to the Train Simulator 2020. I'm going to unpause it, and you can see it's going now. And if you hit like the reverser, you see it changes the thing into neutral. You can throttle up, hit the horn. This one does that. And if you want to hit the bell, it does that. It seems to work pretty good. I had to run the calibration a couple times for the 32-bit. Go to the website and download the driver and then install it, run the calibration, and then you've got to start up the program, RailDriver program, before you start up your train simulator. So, and then that runs, and everything seems to be working okay now. So I had a few little problems there at the first, but I got it sorted out, and everything works. So you've got like if you wanted to do a head-on view, you can hit that, head out, track view. So you can control everything from the controller. It's a nice setup. So I'm glad I got it. Make life a little easier, more realistic with the train simulator. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you out on the rails.